Hi everybody and welcome back to my channel. My name is Lori and today I'm going to be making over a Gale Toner doll as Prince Eric from The Little Mermaid using Matte Bomber as my inspiration. Okay, so today as we watch me paint and make a wig, I just kind of want to talk about something that I feel that needs to be addressed. Recently, one of my really good friends was literally terrorized on Instagram for a commission she created, and it was really, really brutal and totally unfair. So this made me think about commissions, what to expect from an artist and a client. I have said it a bunch of times on my channel that I primarily work on commission basis. So, most of my dolls that are created are for someone. So I just want to say how important it is for you to understand as a client and as an artist, what to expect from both people. There's a lot of questions that probably should be asked, especially, and this is really kind of like focusing on new clients or a new artist client situation, because if you've worked with somebody for a long time, then you both already know what to expect. But what are some of the questions that you might want to ask someone when you're hiring them or when they're hiring you? So for me as an artist, I might say, hey, where did you find me? If they didn't say, I might ask, where did you find me? Have you seen my work? Have you ever purchased a repaint before? One of the main problems, I think, is that repaints are so different from a factory doll. So if someone's been collecting factory dolls all their lives and they ask for a repaint that looks like, I don't know, somebody, a celebrity or a character, and they might be surprised when they get it and say, hey, you know what, this doesn't look like my factory doll. And you know what, it's not going to, because it's hand painted. It's hand painted with either a pencil, pencils, color pencils, or paint, but it's hand painted. So it can't possibly look like a factory doll. Now, there are some artists that do specialize in making that sort of repaint. And if that's your thing as a client, seek those people out. This is the thing you're going to want to ask as a client. Can I see some of your work that resembles what I'm looking for? So if I'm looking for a Sandra Bullock repaint, have you ever done that before? Do you have one that you can show me? Or do you have something similar? And as a client, you should probably ask, how long is this going to take, normally? And sometimes that's hard to know, because you can give them a roundabout time. As an artist, you should give them a time frame and overestimate it a little bit, because it's always nice to come in before, but you might overshoot that. I know I have plenty of times, because it takes longer to get supplies that you might need, especially now when, during pandemic, for a while there, you couldn't even just go out to the store and buy something. But even if you could, you have to go online often to find specific things that you couldn't buy in your local stores anyway. I guess my point is that you need to keep a really good open communication between the client and the artist. It just will make for a better experience. And I do know some artists actually create contracts. I've never really personally done that, but it's not a bad idea. And here's something that's also important to know. Like for me personally, when I take a commission, I generally take a deposit. It can be a third or half down for the job. That deposit is for me to buy supplies and materials. So it's non-refundable, because as I've spent that money, generally the first part of it, on the supplies to do the job. So I would be out the money and I would have all the supplies I don't need anymore. So those are things that really need to be discussed before anything is decided. Both client and artist need to really just hash everything out before you ever pay anything or accept money. Now, the artist needs to send good progress pictures along the way to the client and keep the open communication along the way. And, there have been times when I have more commissions in the house than I probably should. So it's hard for me to keep up with everybody all the time. So what I'll do is, as I'm working on someone's doll, I will send them some progress pictures. But if I don't have any progress pictures to send, I won't, I don't have anything to say. But it is good to let them know where they are in order, in line. And this year especially has been difficult for me because I think we all kind of fell into this like dark little depression over everything that's been going on. I mean, I say it like it was real. I think everybody's felt the weight of it, of what's been happening in the world. So, I try not to beat myself up over it and just get myself back to work and, try to focus on anything else but what's going on in the world. I will say I feel very lucky to create people's dream dolls. I mean, it's amazing when they get their dolls and they're over the moon about them. And this is what you want. You want your client to be happy and to treasure their little works of art. And sometimes it's going to go badly and shit happens and there's nothing you can do about it. I mean, you want to do everything that you can, but sometimes things aren't going to happen the right way, and it's unfortunate. But you just do the best that you can. That's all you can do. And after 20 years, I've had my moments and I've had bad clients. And maybe I have had moments where I haven't been the best either. I can admit that. I went through a lot through the last 20 years, and I've had highs and I've had lows. Before Facebook and Instagram, and yeah, I go back that far, there was a board that was created by some anonymous people that was just made to make fun of repainted dolls and the artist. And I mean, they had a lot of fun at our expense. And I made that board several times and it was brutal. And even now I still get negative comments on my social media platforms, but you know what? I delete them. And they can range from anywhere between mean and passive aggressive, but not everybody's going to love you or your art. So you just have to just move along. That's all you can do, and trust your own inner guidance. That's all you can do. And seriously, love on the clients that you have and that you formed a beautiful bond with. I mean, these are not only just clients, but they are your friends. So I hope that I haven't scared you off of taking commissions or getting a commission. I mean, for instance, this particular doll that I'm showing here is a commission doll. And oh gosh, I lost my train. Sorry about that. He's a commissioned doll, but I also got the costume commissioned from Morgan May of Stardust Dolls. So I also do commissions and I take commissions. So thank you, Morgan. It's absolutely beautiful. If you want to see this full repaint of Eric, you can go to my Patreon page and there is a real-time video of him there. So, yeah. And there's other ones too. I don't have a real time of Ariel because I didn't record all of her repaint, but you can go and watch her video that I posted on YouTube, and that's a full 31-minute video. I believe it's 31 minutes of me creating her reroute and her gown. So you can go watch that video if you'd like to see how she came together. Okay, so finally here he is coming up, and I hope that you like him. I also added pictures of Eric and Ariel together, and I had a really great time creating both of these dolls. And I want to thank Morgan again for the beautiful costume for Eric. It's just amazing, and I love it. And that's it, guys. Thanks so much for watching, and I will see you next time. Bye. Oh yeah, don't forget to like and subscribe.